Oh man. Ugh. Need to go outside this morning. Got stuff to do. It's snowing? It's snowing. It's not snowed on, there's no snow on the ground. But it's snowing. That's actually surprising. Yeah, there's no snow. There's snowing. We may actually get some snow buildup. I don't know if I even own a plow. I might have to skid steer do it because I don't know if I have a plow for any of my trucks anymore. I have a snow blower that's still sitting in storage. I brought it back from the other home. But basically what's happening today is that, well, it's winter. I want to get a fence built. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a fence. Alright, we're building a fence, I know that. That's what we're going to be doing today. We got to get that done. We have to go buy a shovel. Because I don't own a shovel. I need to do a oil change on the new skid steer we bought because the oil's in need of service, and we need to get the we're getting a pool built right here in the backyard because well, this summer's gonna come up and I'm assuming it's gonna be pretty hot, and instead of building it when it's already starting to get warm out, I decided to do it when it's getting cold. It's still cold. That way, I'm not going to fill it up immediately. I'm not filling it up today. Probably fill it up in a couple months. But I already bought the pool online. Now it's delivered, and I figured I might as well go ahead and build it. It's like right in this backyard area, like right back here, where it's still mowed because the grass been growing, where we mowed it. We're going to put a pool right back here. That's the plan. So first, we probably need to drive down to a hardware store over in Iowa to grab a shovel, and I haven't started it in a couple months. I want to drive the Ram Rebel. Like, I haven't driven the Ram Rebel in a long while. I've mainly driven the Ranger, and I've driven the Duramax, the 6.6. I haven't really driven since we bought it, for that matter. I haven't really driven the Duramax, the Ram Rebel. Let's pop open the garage door. Let's get the Ram Rebel and go see if we can drive it. Alright, that's the Ranger. We don't want to drive the Ranger today. Ranger's been getting a workout. I want to drive the Ram Rebel. Here we go. Old Ram Rebel. See if it starts. 2019. We need to get this pool out of here. Yeah, but I guess I also kind of need good beefed up tires. It's snowing right now. Basically, I just need to go pick up a shovel. I don't really drive this truck. That's more of my backup truck. It's better to go blow the cobwebs out of it for that matter. Blow the cobwebs out of this thing. It's our backup. Let's turn out a gravel road. I haven't actually drove this thing since I drove it back. Which I think we should go get one at Tractor Supply. It's right across from the place where we let's get a shop, a dealership. We're just gonna go to that Tractor Supply right across the road from there and grab us or buy a shovel so we can dig holes to put a fence. I've decided what kind of fence I want to go with because on the old home we didn't have a fence, and I want to fence it. Because with the old home we lived in an old suburb. little bitty suburb. I knew everyone. I didn't really need a fence. Here I live dead out in the middle of nowhere, and I think because all like this guy here, he has a fence out in his yard, and thinks his house is a lot better farm, I should say. His farm looks a lot better with that white picket fence. I don't want to go with the white picket. I'm thinking not something fancy because with the old home I didn't really need a fence for that matter. Because I kind of I didn't have a bunch of stuff I had to pull over there. It's a small little piece of property. This is a big piece of property. A lot of land. I'll load most of this up in here. Not the whole house, but I own some of it. It was pretty expensive land to live up here, though. I had the money for it, though. I had saved up. Ram Rebel. I think it's pretty good, actually. When I rented that Jeep for a couple weeks, for like a month, I liked it a lot. When I rented that Jeep, and I didn't want to buy a Jeep because all the Jeeps were really expensive. And I was looking at Jeeps. I was wanting to buy that Gladiator, but like, they were asking so much for it that it wasn't really worth the shoot. I think they were asking like almost $100 grand for that Gladiator. This was, I think, in like, God, they lowered the MSRP down to like they lowered the MSRP by like, shoot, $9,000, almost 10 grand from what its original price was. This thing only has what, 15,000, 14,000, like 15,000 on it. Like 50,000. 50,000. This thing has like 50K on it. Still a little high priced, I'd say. I mean, Dodge is really not as expensive as what they used to be. I think my dad owned it in 99, and it was like, God, I want to say 15 grand when he bought it. This one was up in the 40s. It was like, the thing original MSRP was like 70,000 of this truck, and now it's 40,000. I bought it for 40. But the trade-in value when I traded in that thing really dumped the price, making it about $15,000 for me to buy this truck. I had to pay 15 right out cash because I traded in that red one that's still sitting back there. I traded it in, which lowered the price down by 30 grand because they took 30 grand for that thing to trade in. So 2021, so they took 30 grand for it, and I bought a 2019 Ram Rebel. So why'd I pull it? I just realized I pulled it here, but I'm so used to pulling in here to get stuff. I haven't really been anywhere else in this town. We need to go to the Tractor Supply. That's right over there. The Tractor Supply back there is right there. I'm so tempted to buy vehicles. I'm not buying any vehicles today. Like I didn't buzz the lock thing. Just buzz it. You can't get a buzz. And I opened it. You just gotta buzz it. You just gotta push the buzz button. And we'll pop it open. I don't know why they gotta have a buzz gate. Just a Tractor Supply. Alright, I'm gonna run in here and buy a shovel so I can take it back to the house. Alright, I bought a shovel. I bought a shovel from Tractor Supply to go dig that hole out. We need to drive this home now. You can probably float my way out. Let's get driving back to the house. Or just get driving over to Wisconsin. beat the light. Can I beat the light? I think I can beat the light. I think I can beat the light. Let's go. I didn't have to stop. I thought I was gonna have to stop the light. Now there's no stoplights. From out here. Mississippi River. I'm still used to crossing this river now. But yeah, before when I first moved here and crossed the river for the first time, it was the biggest shocker ever. When I first crossed the river, moving here, and now I'm just used to crossing the river. The Mississippi River. Every time I go home and go from home, which isn't often I go over to Iowa. I don't usually go over to Iowa that much unless I'm getting some kind of tool or gas. I just buy over here on the Wisconsin side of Casey's. Just stuff over here, really. I just get all this food, groceries. I really buy over here. I mean, I think there's a grocery store, I think, down there. Yeah, there's a freaking, I really just go for, there's a Walmart. I think I get groceries everywhere. I buy, sometimes I'll go get groceries at like just have, sometimes like something. I'll go to like Walmart over Iowa and grab them. Like if they forget something on my online, they just have them dropped off at the pickup station down there in the parking lot on the edge of town. Usually just have a Walmart pickup station down there. You know, usually just go down there and have fun. Forget something, I'll go to the store myself and get it. 60 miles an hour. This thing doesn't go as fast as my Duramax though. It's more of like a Ranger type vehicle. It doesn't go that quick. Ranger barely has any go though. Like it has barely any go. I can have it to the floor with it on 50 miles an hour. I think it does not go fast. No go whatsoever. This thing has some mid go. That Duramax has some little go. Which is why I can have it to the floor and cruising pretty quickly. This thing has no go. Just ram rebel. Okay. I want the fence though to match this fence right here. That fence. Alright, so here's the home. Pull in here. We'll pull the Ram Rebel up in here and I'm gonna go get putting in that fence. The fence that matches that one down there. That's still a long fencing for it. Shut the Ram Rebel off. get out of it. We'll leave it parked right there. And I'm gonna go get building that fence. And that's what I'm gonna do. And with that being said, the fence is built. I built it going down that way because I realized I already had a fence going around the previous owner built. So I just built one going that way, and I haven't got to the back yet. But I did get this, and I don't plan to put one in the back. And there just woods. That's kind of bordering a road to show that, hey, there is a fence around here, you can't get in. And they ain't gonna try to walk around back. Plus, I'm about to put a pull-up, and I don't know how wide I need the fence to be. So I'll build the fence later. But now I need to get on to build the pool. The pool is going to require the skid steer, because I need to level out that ground back there. So, I did do the oil change before I picked back up the camera too. Before this GoPro I picked back up, I did an oil change on it. It had some very, very, very nasty looking oil in it. And I don't know how to get it out either because the tractor's in the way. But nevertheless, it had nasty looking oil. I just walked back there to the tractor. I'm just going to kind of move the tractor out of the way so we can get the skid steer out. We're going to pull the tractor right there so we can get to the skid steer back here, which is sitting in the back. Get my drone out so I can see a little better. But I did change the oil, put some new diesel oil in it. So now the skid steer runs like a top. It runs amazing now. Way better than it did before. The oil was in pretty bad shape, if that says anything. Alright, let's go first. Alright, let's turn the skidder that way. Steering's still a little tough, but I didn't oil it. I think it just needs time with the hydraulic fluid. It was like almost completely out of fluid. It just, I think, needs time to get down to the wheel. See, it's steering a little easier now. It's got to get time to get down to the through into the steering column. Instead, it was out of like all the fluid. Like I opened the cap and it was bone dry. There was nothing left in there. I'm surprised the steering is still moving. It hadn't seized up yet. But I put a full thing that it needed in the amount it needed in there. Which was pretty much the whole thing. And now it steers decently good. It's probably going to have some permanent steering damage from being ran out of hydraulic fluid. But that's to be expected. Something that was ran out of hydraulic fluid and had oil on it that looked like it had never been changed since it was bought in 2003 or 2006. It had oil in it that looked like it had never been changed. Like the oil was so chunky and black that it dumped out the pan in the jug, and it was a yellow pan. Now the pan is stained and permanently black. And I washed it, dumped bleach on it, and that is how bad that stained the tray. So it's pretty. I'm surprised the motor's still running with that nasty looking oil in there. Alright, I'm going to get the land leveled in the area that we need for the pool. I gotta get around there to get that land leveled.